Good afternoon. How you doing today? I thought that I would do a quick tutorial of a new technique I learned this weekend, and I'm really excited about it because you know I sew on my layouts all the time, but my friend Betty showed me this technique this weekend and she told me I could make a video for it. So this is what I'm using today. I'm using a serrated tracing wheel, and she had a really fancy one, but this is a cheaper one that you can just get, you know, at Walmart or whatever. And so you're going to need that, and you're going to need a good pen. And I'm going to use my Sharpie, but you know you can use whatever pen you want. And then I'm also going to show you how to do it on ribbon, and I'm going to show you a new favorite glue of mine from Helmar, which is V2. It's vellum adhesive, but guess what? You know I never use product just for one use, so I use this on my ribbon too, and it kicks butt for doing this stitching, faux stitching. So I'm going to do it all on white today so I can show you. And I haven't done this a whole lot, but you know, you'll get the idea. You play with it. So this works, I'm going to show you just on paper, and then I'm going to show you on ribbon. So all you do is you take your tracing wheel, which has the little grooves on it, and you're going to go back and forth, and you're going to want to do it on a mat or a surface, because I did it on cardstock before, and it didn't work very good. Anyways, I'm going to try and show you that it leaves that the little dots. See how that is? I hope you can see that. I'm not sure. I'm not behind the camera. And then you're just going to take your pen, and all you're going to do is run your pen along, and you're just going to go along those dots. And let me tell you, when I saw this on Betty's layouts, I am not kidding you. I thought she had sewn the actual layout. And she said, "Oh no, girl, I don't have a sewing machine. What are you talking about?" And it was amazing. Now you have to be careful. I don't have enough light here. But here, let me show you. Now in person, I don't know if you can tell here, it looks like real stitching until you get up awfully close, because it looks like the thread goes in the little dots, and it's perfect, and I love it. And so how I do it on ribbon is, I was doing it on ribbon, but to me the ribbon wasn't quite stiff enough. So what I ended up doing was, I will take the vellum spray, and I'm not going to do a whole lot here because I've already sprayed this, but all you do is you spray it, the V2, and this is from Helmar, and so it kind of stiffens it up, and you let it dry for a minute, and then you're going to stick it onto your paper. And I'm doing this a little quicker than you should because, well, actually, you know what, it's almost dry now. And what I did was I put a banner on it and did it. So you're going to do the same thing, but to me, it worked better if you rolled a little back and forth, went, rolled a little back and forth, went, rolled a little back and forth. Because the ribbon has more texture and you're going to want to go through it a little better. So after you do that, you just take your pen again, and you just go through. And Betty was telling me that on some of her paper, the Bo Bunny paper, she used a white pen, and it ended up looking pink, the thread did, the faux thread, because the paper kind of bled into it. It looked really cool. So see, now I'm showing you on black, and I probably would use an orange or something, but it looks just like stitching when you get close up. I hope you can see this on the camera. And try it at home on some scrap stuff, scrap pieces, and see if it works for you. And the cool thing I also want to show you about this V2 is that it's repositionable. So see, I took that off there, and I can move it and lay it down there, and it still sticks really good. And then if you want that extra permanent tack, then you would just take, you know, my favorite glue, the 450, and put it on, or you just spray this again and tack it down, and you're good to go. So I hope you try this. It's really inexpensive. You don't have to buy a sewing machine. You know what? A lot of times when I go to crops, I don't have a sewing machine, so this is perfect for me. And I hope you try the V2 because it really is a great glue. All right, well, that's it for me today. I'll have another video tutorial next week because if you look right here, I have this written out, and I did all this on my Cricut with my new Cricut pens. So I'll see you next week. Have a great day.